Howdy, my name's Allaryin, and I'm playing in the sand while pretending those creepers aren't going to notice me. I've not done a whole lot since last episode. I, in fact, haven't taken any of the dust out of the crusher yet. We'll go take a look at that in a second. I made myself a bunch of shovels with the last of my stone, and I figure I'm going to go ahead and make myself some we'll go ahead and run away from that creeper who, sure enough, almost noticed me. How much sand did I pick up? I've picked up just over 100. I need to pick up a little bit more, because what I want to do today is I want to set up a coke oven to start getting some better fuel efficiency, and see about going and finding a place to go mining. I think that's kind of important at this point. Looks like the sun is about to set, so we'll run back and crash real quick. But there we go. Okay, broke that shovel. That's a good sign. We'll go ahead and run back home. We'll see how the dirt expanding onto the roof has worked out. See, this is why I like the mini-map waypoints. I don't have to really think about it. It's just, bam, I know home is this way. It also helps that I've lit it up, so even if I didn't have a waypoint, I could probably see that big glowing brown box. Nope, it's starting. I spread it out to hopefully give it more encouragement to go up. Let's go ahead and crash real quick. Yes, I should upgrade basic components. Okay. So, sure enough, I popped in 4 coal. I got 2 of them back, so it only cost me 2 coal to process 4 ore this time instead of 4 coal to process 4 ore. With those 8 ore, that would be enough to make my bronze crusher, so I'm going to leave it at that. But I also need some other things. I need an iron pick, which is going to be 4, and while I'm at it, I probably need a bucket. So really what I need is I need 6... I need 6 ore. I need 6 iron to make myself a bucket and an iron pickaxe, so I can go mining seriously. While that is running, I've also been thinking about how to, I'm going to stick the great wood tree on my roof. Great treefulness. There we go. Let's just stick it right there. Call it good. We will have a big old tree on the roof. Of course, that's going to cause shadow, which is going to invite spawns of hostiles, but, we'll light it up with something. I didn't really go out of my way to get that. Anyways, let's go ahead and pop more cotton and grapes that I found. More raw beef. And strawberries, oak saplings. Okay, but this is enough sand, I think. I think that's plenty sand for what I was going to do. Put the apples away as well. But I need to make some charcoal, so I stop wasting this coal on torches. So let's go cut down another tree, burn it into charcoal for torches. That's a protected tree. That's a protected tree. That's a protected tree. I love when I have to walk a few feet away from my front door to cut something down. Hey, bone meal. That's the other thing about not having a lot of tree cover immediately around the house. You don't have, skeletons in ambush to shoot you when you walk out your front door. Hey, look at that. This over here is one of the higher level metallurgy ores. See how it's got a little bit of a particle effect off of it. That's some higher level stuff that we will probably play with. Most of the metallurgy ores are pretty much just useful for cosmetic reasons or for having fun with what's it called again? Fun with cool weapons, because they come pre-enchanted with some interesting enchantments. There is more oil. Sheesh, okay. So this is the oil well that we are going to exploit first, clearly. Right here. We need to find a place right nearby to go mining. I'm going to go ahead and mark this oil. This isn't a huge one. It's only coming up to, what, 73? So, but look at that. I already marked 5 oil spills, and I saw several more. Or, not oil spills. Well, I guess they're spills. Oil wells. I'm going to unmark all of those old waypoints. And we're just going to see real... Oh, come on, come on. Computer. Just chugging there for a second. Is there any... Is there a cave in here? Nope, it's just a spooky dark patch. There we go. There's another one of the metallurgy ores. I think that's oroclase. It's just a average sort of metal. One of the nice things about metallurgy, though, is that all of these random metals tend to provide you with interesting tool options that are, you know, who cares if it breaks? It's just a tool. Use it, throw it away, and call it good. I need clay for my coke oven as well. This is not the best body of water to get clay from, not the least because there are sharks right now. Oh, yeah, my machine is chugging. Look at those chunk errors. Wow. I'll have to do something about that. Today I'm running the server locally on the same hardware. We'll move it off onto a real box for the next episode, so I don't have to worry about that. That'll actually probably speed up things quite a bit. But I've got enough lumber. I've got 40 logs here. I see more oil out in the water. I guess I could go punch some sharks just for fun and XP and shark teeth. I think you can use teeth to make chainmail, something like that. It's kind of ridiculous, but it works. But let's go ahead, and that iron should be done crushing. We can go ahead and start making a... ooh, what are you? You're a pretty little pond of water. Got some copper, some more copper. And yes, I have 4 different kinds of copper. I'm not... No. Ah, frame rate. Hard to chase cows. I didn't see any really obvious... I guess I need to go check that direction, so we'll go check that way in a bit. But I need to get some crops in the ground pretty soon here. This is still growing. It'll take it a while. Well, we got the iron dust out. We go ahead and... I hate to... You know what? 20 saplings. I think that's enough fuel. If not, we can take 22 more saplings and we can burn saplings right now. I used to be under the false impression that sticks were as efficient as burning into charcoal, and I was woefully mistaken on that count. I had done my math wrong way long ago, and I just let that math sit in my head, and so I've wasted a lot of fuel in the name of fuel efficiency because I broke things down into sticks. The end result of breaking things down into sticks is actually a 50% loss in fuel efficiency, not a break even like I thought it was. So boo on that front, but whatever. I'm not as concerned about fuel efficiency as I used to be. It's just a nice to have now, not a my life is over if I don't get it. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to burn. I'm going to burn 16 of those so we can get a couple of pieces of charcoal out of there for some lighting. Hello, you. We'll go ahead and make that iron pick that I talked about, and a bucket so we can farm seriously. I should also go ahead and I think turn all of this into fencing, with the exception of what I turn into pick. See, I don't have any stone on me, so I need to go use this up. But that much fencing, I can make quite a bit. We've got some lights cooking up there. How is this doing? That's still, oh, it's so slow waiting for grass to grow. Go figure. But I think right over, yeah, we'll just do it right here. Ah, no, bad. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to be terribly concerned about farm efficiency at the moment. We'll worry about that later once things get going. But for now, just something to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 5x3 little plot, and we'll plant some, I don't know, strawberries, or yeah, we'll plant strawberries in there because I have a bunch of those. And well, no, the grapes will go upstairs. We'll plant just strawberries down there for now. And with blah blah blah. Hello, you. Okay, there we go. All right, we got that and that. We'll go ahead and make. Actually, we'll go ahead and make some more wood here with the sticks. We'll go ahead and make a good batch of torches, and we will make a wooden hoe. Oh, it's nighttime. We'll go ahead and make a wooden hoe and use that bucket to irrigate and go ahead and get some strawberries in the ground so I have some sort of renewable food source. I haven't actually, I guess I got one wheat seed, onion, lettuce. We'll worry about some of these other crops later. We're going to need a box. Oh, you know what? I'm also going to plant the cotton. That's the other thing that I'm going to grow in there. So let's go ahead and take, we'll take 5 strawberry seeds and 10 cotton seeds, and we will plant all of those. The rest of this can go in here for when we get hungry, which we will. But did I just fail it? I did. Okay. Dumb little wooden hoe. Yeah, let's get to it. So I got tonfa. Alright, first I need to put the water down. And I'm just going to actually put... What I'm going to do, I'm going to do that. I'm going to stick my water in there. So let's go find that little pool right down here. Pull some water out. Get ourselves basic infinite pool up top here. Just pop that water there. We'll pop the other one down there on the other side. And as long as we pull from the middle, that's also an infinite pool, just like a regular 2x2. Of course, a 2x2 you can pull from any of the sides. This way you just have to be a little bit more careful. See, poof, water. Okay, but that will also irrigate this. Go ahead and stick torches on our corners right here. I'm not going to worry about a gate just yet. I just want to get something in the ground and secure it from casual mob crushing. Okay, and then the cotton. So we'll see how this works out. I've only played very, very briefly with... Oh, you know what? I just remembered the... Hello, cow. I just remembered the other big thing that that Pam's mods give me, and that is apple trees. So we will also plant. We will make some apple saplings. And we will use those. Come on, you. Go in there. I can put that down there. Alright. Almost ready to go exploring in a dark, spooky mine. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and plant some one there. Actually, no, let's move that. Let's do them here. So let's do one right here, one right here, and one right there. There we go. Got some apple trees on the ground. That'll be nice. We'll go ahead and light underneath them. This should dissuade at least the most casual of hostiles from getting in my way. And that's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and pause for a second here, stop recording, and go explore off that direction, see if I can't find some place to go mining real quick. Okay, after a bit of exploring, I'm about 200 meters on the other side of this giant hill from home. I found an autumn forest biome next to a fir, snowy forest. The autumn forest is really, really pretty. I like it, but it's so dense, being a forest biome, that it's kind of hard to get things done if you actually live in one. But I'm also seeing some caves down here, including, that is mithril. I'm seeing some caves down here, namely, this is the one that caught my attention, a marble cave system. So I'm going to start going exploring in here. Before I get too lost, I'm going to go ahead and mark this location as marble cave. So if nothing else, if I want to come back here and get the marble, I can do that. Yep, sure enough, it looks like a cave suitable for digging in. Get some torches down. I like running around and placing torches around an initial area first before I do any real digging. But we've got some metals here. That's apatite from forestry. That up there I believe is zinc from metallurgy. That is, I think, one kind of tin. This is, I believe, another kind of tin. That is more copper. That is more iron. I think right now I want to go ahead and dig myself a bunch of iron as my primary priority. The other priority is getting deep underground. Hopefully this cave system will take me down to where I can start reliably digging for redstone and eventually hunting for diamonds. Gold is also nice, but I want to find some redstone and some gold today, ideally also some silver. This is manganese, which I cannot dig with this tool. Let me see if I can dig with the iron pick. I should be able to. Yeah. Manganese is metallurgy's answer to steel. So, sure enough. And I can use that with... was that sounded like a blast of something. But the manganese will allow me to make steel. It's a finite resource, so I don't feel too bad about using it. It's not like, you know, making steel out of, with, you know, by just adding coal to iron. I'm gonna go ahead and dig just a little bit more here, start exploring down this cave. That right there is amber that Thaumcraft uses. I'm not going to be getting into Thaumcraft very much initially, just because I kind of burnt myself out on it when Azenor finally made the release. I was like, yes, finally! And I went crazy. And it was really good. Hello, you are a hostile. I do not have any armor. This is going to end poorly for me, I bet. Yeah, this is going to end very, very, very poorly. There's not a lot I can do about this here. Yep, thought so. Awesome! Okay, I'm going to be right back for my stuffs. Actually, you know what? I'm going to sleep. I don't have death waypoints turned on. So let's actually do that real quick as well. Death point enabled. So we get those. Thankfully, I had waypointed my entrance to the cave. So I can just run over here real quick on the other side of the hill and go loot my corpse and try to punch a werewolf to death. I think one of my first priorities is going to be, oh man, other than, you know, getting past all the hostiles on my way over here. I think one of my priorities is going to be not wasting time picking up free leather. One of my priorities is going to be some pants. Since I got all that free leather just now, I think we're going to make ourselves some leather armor. Possibly some scorpion chitin armor. Just something, so I don't die from that sort of encounter anymore. Thankfully I wasn't too far away from home. Otherwise that could have been really bad. We're going to also have to do something about it. If I'm going to be spending very much time over here, I need to make a more suitable path across, because this is... that's really steep. Also there's a pink sheep up there. But let's see here. Werewolf probably unspawned by now anyways. Yep, sure enough, he did. Go ahead and grab all my things. That sounds like a rat. Most important things are the manganese and the iron pick, since those represent an investment of finite goods. Let's see here. Okay, we've got the iron pick. We've got the manganese. Okay, we're good. Let's go ahead and put the tools back where they belong. That sword is almost broken, but we got some stuff. Yeah, with that much, I've got leather back at home too. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need to... Yep, sure enough. Let's see if I can't... Man, I don't want to do that, but whatever. There we go. Iron tool's an iron tool. It hits harder than fists. It's just less effective than it ought to be. Okay, well, let's see. I needed... The reason I'm primarily down here was to discover the place. I need to explore further, but I don't have... Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's light some of this up a little bit. This looks pretty good. This looks like we've got some tin, some silver. Oh, yes. There we go. Yeah, no, this is definitely a great place. So this is, we're going to go ahead and mark this as I'll leave the waypoint for the abandoned mine down there. And that way, that gives me sort of a sense of how to get back out again when I get stuck. Let's see, can I dig this with the... That's tin. Okay, excellent. We need some tin to make some bronze. I think this is another kind of copper. I think it's got to be another... Yeah, that's yet another sort of copper. Got 4 or 5 mods that provide copper. I think this is another kind of tin. Unfortunately, it is. Alright. That was a rat falling, taking damage. There's water dripping. More copper, more copper. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some of this stuff here. Going to be able to make some bronze back home. Going to make some... upgrade the crusher to a bronze crusher. Maybe to an... You know what? I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the crusher to an iron crusher. And... see how the crops are doing. See if I can come back really quick. And explore this down further. With the abandoned mine there, there's a good chance that this does go very deep. And so we probably will be able to get some gold and redstone out of this. So that's excellent. I'm going to mine just a little bit more of the surface visible stuff and then head home. Okay, I'm almost about to leave here. I picked up a bunch of marble. I figure I'm going to use that for my flooring in the house. But I'm hearing ghosts. So that's kind of ooky. I saw some red power gems, and I wanted to grab those. Got 2. See another one here. I can use that for tool replacement. Whoa, I also didn't notice my food level. It's so low. Those grapes. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff down here. Let's go ahead and get out, though. I've got enough to make myself a ruby sword. That's pretty good. So I'm going to take the hint from that skeleton shooting me when I had no health, and call this a successful first foray into the mines. This lets me get out with my inventory intact. Man, I just need to bore a tunnel through there, but I don't have equipment for that. Yeah, my iron pick is almost consumed, so that's another good indicator that my time on here is done. Okay, I've got to figure out how on earth to get on the other side of this hill. Cave. Yeah, I'm gonna path over there and see what happens. That right there is a Mo Creature's golem. We don't want to mess with him. He's well, I've never managed to kill one. So it turns out I can go around that hill without too much difficulty. That's a werewolf transforming. We are just kind of running home. There's a bunch of undead horses here. That's always pleasant to see in my neighborhood. We need to get to a nice safe bed. It's not that far to home, but far enough. I'm also getting annoyed at the, hey, we've got grass up on the roof, so I can get rid of that ramp now if I want to. But first I'm going to go ahead and, oh, I left the door open. Shame on me. Killed some spiders on the way back. I think one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make myself a mining backpack, and we'll see how that works out. So I got a bunch of stuff here. I got 18 more iron. I got a bunch of tin. I got a bunch of copper. I got some manganese, and I got those 2 rubies. I'm going to use those to make a sword so I stop hitting things with my pick. There we go. I've got a decent weapon now. That'll help my survivability substantially. Let's see what else. Let's go ahead and, since I have the tin, let's go ahead and make some bronze. Now there are a bunch of bronze recipes in Minecraft. There are as many recipes for bronze as there are, well, definitions for bronze in the real world. So, oh, you know what, while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep that shovel for... I think that looks not terrible. We'll use this to make my floor a little bit more civilized than just grass. But like I was saying, there are a lot of bronze recipes. Metallurgy has theirs, forestry has theirs, industrial craft has theirs. I mean, pretty much every mod under the sun that uses bronze as a resource, which is a lot of mods, they all have their own semi-unique way of producing bronze, which just doesn't make sense to me. I'm used to the forestry recipe, so that's what I'm planning on using. The forestry recipe requires 3 copper bars and 1 tin bar, and it gives you 4 bronze in the process. So that's what we're going to be doing to make the bronze upgrade for the crusher. So we got that there. Let's go take that door and pressure plate. There we go. Looks more like a home. With a dirt roof, but whatever. Okay, almost got that those tin processed. The other way I could do it is by just mixing the tin and copper dusts directly. So if we look at uses for tin dust here, we'll see that just 1 dust and 1 copper gives you 1 bronze dust, which is the metallurgy recipe. I don't like that because it's lossy. It's not a huge deal. It's just, I don't know, I kind of find it kind of insulting to lose that much material. Let's go ahead and sort some stuff out here. No, just everything in the box. I don't care. All of you in the box. See if we can sort you out in any way that's sane. Not really. I think one of the other priorities after getting some pants... See, I only got 3 chitin? I thought I had more. Huh. Okay, so that's not enough to make anything. If I get 1 more, if I kill 1 more basic scorpion, I could probably use that to make myself some boots, and they're pretty decent. But with 13 leather... well, I said I'd make some pants. Let's make some pants out of it. That's something, and then with the other one, I will make a hat. That looks pretty acceptable. And then I guess I'll use some iron to make some other armor. I could oh, you know what I could do? Well, let's actually do it that way. Let's go ahead and, alright, let's go ahead and cook up the rest of that tin. One of the metallurgy, come on you, alloys is an upgraded version of, it's an alloy of iron and bronze, and they call it Damascus steel, which is, well, I mean, Damascus steel is a kind of steel in historical speak. I don't think that's, yeah, that's not done yet. But I love that. I love that you can just punch these in. Whoa, hello, that was confusing. I don't think that's normal. I'm going to say that's a bug. I'm going to stop doing that. Yeah. What it is, you can punch these normally, and it will just harvest them for the regrowable crops. So it's really nice, and it's hard to accidentally destroy your crops. These still haven't grown. I'm going to bone meal those apple trees. Do I have bones? I do. I spent 2 bones on trying and failing to make friends with a puppy. Poof, apple tree. You know what? You're a little too close to each other. Poof, apple tree. There we go. 2 apple trees. And I guess the third one can go there with a light on the outside. And poof, apple tree. Now I am also noticing a bug in that it looks like the bone meal was not being consumed by that, but you notice you can punch the apples and it doesn't destroy them, but it does reset their growth. So there's that. Okay. Well, we've got some apples growing. We've got some strawberries and cotton growing. I want to make a backpack before I go back into the mine, and I want to get that armor situated. We've got the tin here. We'll go ahead and use that to make the bronze required to upgrade the crusher to a bronze crusher. This will make it that much more efficient with fuel. And yeah, so now I think, actually, you know what? Now let's see, where's my iron? I need 4 iron. Actually, I think I can do that. I think I get 3 per on this now, so I'm going to pop those in, and I should have 1 coal left over. But once this gets going, I'm going to do a lot more processing off screen, just showing the initial process. What on earth is that? Crushed ice. Interesting. So once we get those... Alright, I'm going to let this cook up, and I will be right back. Okay, sure enough, I got 12 iron dust out of that for the 2 coal. So it did process... wait, 12 iron dust. That's 6 pieces of iron that it processed for 2 coal. Okay, that is correct. Yes, okay. That is correct. I'm not hallucinating. Go ahead and see what's the copper that I have the least of. That's the copper that I have the least of. Let's pop this copper in there and let it do its thing. We will cook up just enough to get 1 more. I shouldn't have popped those in there, but that's okay. Let's see, what other copper do I have real quick? Like, I have a unit of 10 here. I'm not going to be able to do the swap. One of the first things that I'm going to want to set up is some hoppers on top of these, just to eliminate some of the downtime when cycling through multiple materials. The problem is I need some way of pulling the finished products out of the furnaces as well. If we switch to thermal expansion, that'll take care of itself. But in lieu of that, we'll have to see what happens. I'll have to use pipes or something to pull out of machines. It's been a long time since I've used pipes, really, to pull out of machines. Okay, so we've got 4 plus that. That'll give me 6 more. That'll give me 6 more copper, plus the 10 will give me enough to make another batch of 8 bronze, which I will use for something. I'm not entirely sure which yet. But this is still cooking. I'm going to swap this out and cook that copper. So we're going to... Come on, you. Cook faster. Cook faster. Stop making me... Wait. Any of those grown yet? I think I see some strawberries outside. But wait. Yeah, okay. We'll check the strawberries real fast. I can navigate the corner. None of those are... Oh, hey, you know what? Let's go make some scorpion shoes. Guess what, buddy? And of course, nothing. Alright, but I see strawberries that have matured in there, so we'll harvest those in a second. This here, copper there. Let that copper cook. I love that you get XP for smelting now. It's just kind of strange and wonderful. We will upgrade that crusher. Sort of the final time. To iron. And at this point, it is now costing us 400 Minecraft joules of energy to process a single piece of ore, which is in keeping with some other stuff. It's still not the best, but it's not a terrible price to pay to process my metals. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, yeah, I took too long to hot swap because I was out playing with that scorpion. So I'm going to go ahead and pop those in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of those there. That's going a whole lot faster. That's great. If we wanted to, actually, you know what? We have the manganese. We have exactly enough manganese. We'll go ahead and upgrade this crusher to steel. We'll do that later. But first, hey, my great wood tree on the roof has grown up, so that's good. The grass on the roof is almost all done. That's excellent. We need to put some lighting up there just to keep it from being a mob spawn central. And let's go ahead and get rid of the staircase and just leave that as home. I think I'm going to go and did it drop? It dropped another greatwood sapling somehow. I didn't see any leaves break. I'm not complaining. Greatwood stuff is awesome, but alright, that's cooking along just great. I'm going to use that. I'm going to go ahead and make the go ahead and actually let that process the manganese here. And man, that's a lot of extra ore. We don't need to let it do. There we go. Let's go ahead and cook the rest of that there. So I will let this manganese crush up. I will make it into steel, and we will upgrade this crusher into a steel crusher as the final upgrade. And poof, dust. And the way all of the metallurgy ores work is it's 2 ore plus, there we go, iron plus manganese equals steel dust. And you get 1 dust out of it for your trouble, so it is this kind of lossy. You get, you get 1 alloyed metal per 2 dusts going in. But for the higher level stuff, it's not that big of a deal, and for the lower level stuff, the cost isn't that great. But we're going to get this out any second, and then we're going to pop the iron back in here. I'm not going to be able to hot swap it in time. We'll see if we got any progress out of that. So we take iron dust and the manganese dust, put them together, we get steel dust. And 8 steel can cook in there. We can also, metallurgy allows me to upgrade the basic furnaces. Similarly, it doesn't have the skip ahead recipe like industrial craft does, where you put iron and a vanilla furnace together and get an iron furnace. You have to go through the same process that I went through with the other one, with the copper and the bronze and then the iron. But that's okay. We have those options for later, but I don't plan on using them. I will plan on using thermal expansion to do my remaining ore processing. So this is good. I've got getting a good bit of iron out of here for that. This is going to finish cooking up nicely in a second. And now we'll check the garden. See how that's doing. Sure enough, I have a strawberry. Poof, strawberry. And that's not a plant that I have to replant, so that's excellent. And I can't eat a strawberry because I'm not hungry yet. None of these apples have started maturing yet. They eventually turn from this green color to a green and red, and then eventually they turn into solid bright red for fully grown and harvestable apples. And you punch them and they revert back to green. So it works pretty well. It's a little bit less cheesy. It's slower than Trees Plus Plus apple trees were, and doesn't just litter the ground. Okay, there's our steel. There's that iron finished crushing for now. Go ahead and pick that back up and upgrade the crusher to a steel crusher, which now processes, what, 5 items for a single unit of coal. So that's actually really, really efficient, and I don't complain in the least about that. I want to cook that copper up real quick. Have some spare oak saplings. Saplings produce 100 energy, and it costs like 80 or something to smelt something in a regular furnace. So now we can go ahead and make 8 more bronze. With these 8 bronze, I'm going to crush these bronze back down into bronze dust, and we're going to alloy that bronze dust some of this iron dust that I haven't cooked up yet, and make some Damascus steel. So if we look at the recipe using bronze dust, we get, I guess we can bronze it with, or alloy it with gold, get Patazon, I guess is how you pronounce that. It's a highly, it's black bronze. It actually looks pretty cool, but it's a highly enchantable basic material. But this is just a general strong material. It's actually, as far as tools go, it is as strong as it digs like a diamond pick. It's just slower. But I can use something like this to dig obsidian hardness materials. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have this as, I'm going to make an iron pick to replace this one. It's about to break. Then I will go ahead and make the other one to yeah, that's going pretty well. We got 6, I guess, off of a single. Yeah, that's not right. I don't know. I'm not worried about this too much anymore. It's definitely faster, if nothing else. Even if it's not any more fuel efficient, it's not as slow, so that's good. We'll let that go. But we'll take some of the iron, some of the bronze. We'll make some Damascus steel. And we will use three of those to make myself a nice pick for digging hard things, and the other 5. Oh, I don't have an. Yeah, I didn't. No, I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, we'll just make iron. We'll make iron shoes and an iron shirt for now. We won't make anything fancier. Got iron shoes. And we'll make an iron chest piece, so I have some basic armor. But this here is my it's my pick. Until I can find diamonds to make a diamond pick. But this will let me dig diamond level stuff without too much difficulty. The rest of this will smelt up and find some use for, I'm sure. Stop. See, yeah, it's processing a whole lot faster, so that's great. I've got 20 iron here, so that's plenty to make myself a full, make myself a shirt, and start making some Probably some iron chests. I need to... Actually, you know what? I have 4 wool and 3 string and some cotton. I have cotton. Cotton can turn into string, right? 1, 2, 3. Poof. I have string. So now with the cotton and the string and the wool and some... Take a look at the recipe for the miner's backpack. 2 wool, 2 iron, 4 string, and a chest. We'll go ahead and make that and call it... I guess with the others I can make I can make the digger bag as well for digging dirt. Let's see, I need a little bit more of my cotton to come up. That's okay. We'll go ahead and pick up all of that. So I've got that. I've got need to process some more iron. Sleep through the night. But we'll get that up. We'll make a backpack. I will have an iron pick and burn, zombie, burn. Look at them all burning out there. This is why we like having windows. You can see things dying. Then we can loot them. Whoa. That is a werewolf in human form.
You're hurting me! Stop it!
And he dropped some wooden tools. If you kill them in werewolf form, they usually drop iron or stone. Or random, like, weird iron stone tools. Let's see. Did we see anything? No, there's... Oh, hey. Something killed a creeper. I'm not going to complain about that. We got creeper parts. Let's see, so is any... Yeah, we're still not... I'm not seeing cotton coming out of that. Got another strawberry to eat. So we'll have to expand that garden somewhat, but it's great how it is for now. We've got that iron processed. Let's make that backpack, make a pick. And call it good. Let's see, we need wool. Oh, first before that we need to make the chest. So I love the way NEI works with this sort of thing. Okay, so wool, wool, iron, iron, string, 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 backpack. Alright, and that will give me a lot more inventory space for storing metals. I've got a pick, I've got a sword, I've got a semblance of armor, got non-zero armor now. I'm good to go mining. So I'm going to stop recording, call this an episode. My name is Allaryin. Thank you for watching. When I come back, I will be running the game actually on my real server, not on my local desktop machine anymore. That should help with the frame rate significantly. And I will have gone mining for stuff and be able to actually start into the builds that I was wanting to do. So thank you for watching. Bye-bye.